You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club, we'll go all night. I see you in the back, the mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hi everyone, this is Indy and I have taken over. So now this is my thing. So what should we do? Everyone give me questions. Get out, this isn't your show. Now, what questions should we do today?
Hi, Indy. What you doing?
I'm running my own live.
Can I come in and say hi to everyone?
Okay, fine.
Hi. Happy school holidays
There
to you. Say hi. Everybody's going to say hi to you. Hi everyone. Hi. Hi to, sorry, it's hard. I've got to stretch over. Hi to Katie and Sami. You got to say everybody's name. And
Hi
Sami,
to everyone and Tracy and Endless
Della.
Possibility, Della, and
That's okay. Just say the names that you see there. Here you go. This one.
where? How do you see the names?
and-
Where?
Beautiful Inspirations.
Beautiful inspiration. Hi, endless possibilities. Hi, hello. No,
It's so quick, isn't it?
Hi, stationary happiness. Hi, endless possibilities. Hi, Nirikabel. Hi,
Miriam.
Miriam. Hi, beautiful inspirations.
Endless Possibilities is from Canada.
Canada.
Hello, you have been hijacked. Yes. Hi, Indy. Hi, Heather.
Hello.
Can I have my chair back now?
No.
Oh, this could be a long live, everybody.
Yay.
Hi, Helena. Hi, Dee. Hi, Nina. She is growing up so fast. Aren't you, sweetheart? Yeah. Can I have my chair back, please? This is going to be interesting.
What about if I got you burger rings?
Oh, well, that was easy.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. And make sure to watch my live next week.
Live next week? Oh, yeah, okay. Hi, everyone. Hi. I go out. Aloha. I pop out for a couple of seconds to go to the bathroom and I've been overthrown. Indy, I need some of those chocolate croissants. Indy, yeah, they're delicious. Special school holiday treats going on. What a cute surprise. Yes, she's super excited. I just might get Michael to close the door just because Lockie's got some songs on repeat and I don't know how audible they are and I don't want to get my live taken down. Oh, Bianca, please. Oh, Michael, could you close the door for me, please? Yeah. Bianca, please stay safe. I've heard there's a fair few tornado warnings in Texas right now. Please stay safe. So, hello to everyone. I am having my coffee mugs are a bit of a love language for me. Please tell me I'm not the only one. My lovely friend Tabitha sent me this one, and I am just, they're slowly taking over the kitchen, and I kind of love it. What are burger rings? Burger rings are chips. What I was about to say was I only was just able to make my coffee like 20 minutes ago because we both forgot to put the dishwasher on last night, which meant that my milk frother was in the dishwasher this morning, and you better believe I was counting that down to when I could actually have my coffee this morning. So I think I'm relatively well organized today. Fingers crossed. Hopefully no technical issues. I do have some goodies to show, which I'm super excited about. And I'm going to be talking about the special release. There's been a lot happening. So also on our website, there is some new downloads on there. Now, I know that there is an issue with selecting like the second option. This is the hard thing I heard Michael earlier say that because he had a live in the YouTube group, just a customer service live, trying to answer some questions before I came on here, which is great. So that way I can, do all the fun stuff and the enjoyable stuff and really get everybody psyched for that. That there is an issue. We don't know what it is. We're not coders. I do a little, like I'm a bit of a hack. But I'm trying to work out what that issue is. I took a quick look at it yesterday and I couldn't work it out quickly. So I am trying to work that out. I do know it's an issue. The worst case scenario, what I'll do is for subscribers, I'll create a download, which is just one big zip file. So unfortunately, I don't know what's going on there. I do know that I have to do an website update. There has been updates to our theme. So I do need to put that through. I always get nervous when doing that because I'm like, okay, what's it going to wipe out that I've already done? Coffee is a love language, all right. Absolutely. It is definitely one of my love languages. And about, I think a month ago now, my mum passed away. And one of the things that it has taught me is to, before that I was trying to have some time to myself in the mornings, and now I'm almost, except for Monday mornings, it's becoming a ritual to go and sit outside. We've got a little hammock outside which kids love and I also love, just to sort of sit in there and have my coffee. So it's definitely a way that I like to chill, and so my mugs and my coffees are a bit of a love language. It's been an eventful evening here in Texas. Another Texan, please be careful. Please be careful. I don't know how you do it. I couldn't live in Texas solely for that reason. I would, my anxiety would not handle that, which is funny because when I came over to the States was it 2019? Wow, it feels like forever ago. In 2019, I actually wanted to go into around that area so I could go storm chasing, which I guess if you're doing a once off, it's fun. But if you're living in that, so scary. So please stay safe. If you need to, just head down, bunker down, stay safe, please. Amelia, good morning from the Sunshine Coast University. Good morning. Sunshine, it's so pretty up the Sunshine Coast. Okay, funny story. I'm throwing some squirrels around this morning. Funny story about the Sunshine Coast. When we moved up, and I think I've told this once before, but when we moved up to Queensland, I was like, oh, yay, beaches, because I had lived... So when I grew up with my grandparents, I lived probably about half an hour walk, maybe 10, 15 minutes drive to the beach, to Maroubra Beach. So for me, the beach was where I went to unwind. It was my chill, relaxing time. And then we had to, when we bought our first home, it was really far out. And I wasn't so close to the beach. So I was actually really excited to... I see your post, Marcy. That's true. Sorry, where was I? Yeah, so when we moved up to Brisbane, I was like, oh, yay, we're going to live near a beach. I'm going to be so close to a beach. So I'm looking Bayside, and Michael's like, no, mud flat. And I'm like, what's a mud flat? And he's like, mud flat. And I'm like, and I got here, I'm like, these are not beaches. So the beaches, for those who don't know, in Brisbane are actually an hour north and an hour south, which is then not Brisbane. We have literally mud flats. Noosa is, I went to Noosa for schoolies. And for those who don't know, sorry, there's a lot of Australianisms going around today. Noosa, schoolies is like where you go post year 12 party. So I went to Noosa for mine. Noosa is beautiful. Oh, Calandra, we actually went up to the Whitsundays and got married up there and had our honeymoon up there. So it's beautiful. And we went scuba diving back when I scuba dived. Sunshine Coast Uni, where I'm, is a nature reserve for animals. Oh, lush green, so many kangaroos around. Yes, we had an exciting week here in Texas. Is it? Okay, is that, I want to say it's, I've always thought it's Arkansas, but even though it's Arkansas? Are they two different places? I'm sorry. Mississippi and Alabama with the weather. Please, everyone stay safe. Yeah, okay, so let's jump into some fun stuff. 2012 was my schoolies. That was after me. That was a while after me. I feel old. I may have graduated in the year 2000, which was very interesting because I graduated... I graduated in Sydney, and Sydney had the Olympics that year. So our year 12 was very... it was a little bit disjointed. We had an extra week of holidays because of the Olympics. And like, it was really odd. The first pronunciation was right. So that was Arkansas, right? Sammy and I are going to Fort Walton Beach in Florida. First time I've been to a beach. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're going to love it. I adore the Whitsundays. I want a 3-day trip there through work once to Daydream Island. Oh, geez, if you're going to do it, you've done it right, Tracy. Same place, pronounced Arkansas. Okay, I got it right. Yay! Thank you. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Whew. Do you, like, I don't know, maybe it's just the TV that has gotten to me. And, like, do you all have bunkers? Do you all just, like... I know that some of my friends don't have bunkers, but they have, like, a central room in their house, which is, like, more... Like, there's no windows or anything like that, and it's more protected than the rest of the house, and they just go and also bunker in there. Ooh, okay. Anyway, I could digress onto this because it's really interesting to me, but also it's one of those really scary... Ooh. Oh, Heather. Oh, I don't know if I should say this. I was born in 82. Oh, yay. Yes, I was 82 baby. So I'm with you, Tracy. No, I have a closet. Okay. As long as you have a safe place to go to. Okay, let's talk because I have a lot of stuff to get through today. Some have bunkers. Yeah. Okay. Let's jump over to, hopefully I'm going to do this, to Coastal Escape. And I am so excited for this kit. It is, I mean, we're talking about beaches, right? We're talking about the Whitsundays and just like, and it's so funny because we were like, I was looking at, oops, let me get that without the shine. Let me take it out of the thing. This was like my first additional sticker kit, just to, you know, talk about how things had changed. This was what it used to be. Ooh, it's a bit shiny, isn't it? And this was, I mean, this is now the sticker book. This is how it has evolved. So yeah, this used to be, as you can tell, there's not a lot of artwork in our original kits, but it's a bit of a blast from the past. So like when I'm redoing beach kits, I always like think back to like, what was it? Seaside, and just how far we've come. Yeah, Coastal Escape is a gorgeous, thank you. Top down camera. Yeah, I know, but I've got the Plum Blossom, Plum Blossom. Hold on. Okay, let me just swap over. Yeah, so it's got, there we go. You can definitely see it a little bit better there. Thank you for the reminder, Michael. And this was all when I was cutting it here too. I was cutting locally on, I think at this point I had one silhouette and I was petrified of it. Because as we all know, silhouettes aren't exactly, or any cutting machine sort of has a mind of its own. But yeah, that was our first kit. It's come a long way. Yeah, Coastal Escape is just, it's such a vibe. It is such a vibe. It's just chilling. And look, I've got some more previews today, so let me just, and also I want to say, like, every time I think of Coastal Escape, I hear this. I go, Coastal. Please tell me those sounds came through because I can't actually hear, but I'm like, Coastal Escape. I continuously have like little sound snippets running in my head. That's one of the 2 kits that I don't have. I had that kit. Yes, and I'm going to show that shortly, Amelia. I have fixed that up as the previews that I'm going to show in this live. But first I want to go through just some of the changes from last week's, or the previews, I should say, from last week's live for Coastal Escape. So I've updated this a little bit. I don't have the sticker book previews, but I have everything else, including the washi, because I didn't get to show that last week. So yeah, let me flick you through. Escape! I love it. You're all just giving me reasons to keep playing. Whoops. Okay, so we've got the gorgeous box there, and as you can tell, it's just full of just chilled vibes. I've fixed up the art card. I decided that once I put the quote on it, you couldn't really see the quote on the old one, so I've changed it to a bit more of a relaxing sort of scene. I mean, they were both very much the waves, but the other one was a little bit more abstract. This one, it's actually I think it's the cover on the melody that I've designed. Thank you, Karen. So good to see you. It's quiet, but you need not to laugh over the top of it. It's very hard trying to hold that in. Okay, and then the next thing we have, and we've got the names back on as well. So this month's name is Candace. And then we have the sticker book, so you could see sort of a hint of the planner behind there, although that would be if it was like a B6 planner. And I am working on the community download, which includes that image. Oh, and I put up the community download for, I think it was just for Plum Blossom. I want to say it was for Plum Blossom. Yeah, the adorable little dog peeking out of there. This is, oh wow, this is a contender for my all-time favorite PA kit. Lachlan calls me Dory. A lot. So excited for this kit. It's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, so we've got the little pup. We've got the cabana. We've got some florals in there. And we've got a whole bunch of scenes from the beach at the bottom. The washi. Oh, the washi. Okay, so I went with the watercolor. It's like, so it's inspired from like the waves lapping onto shore. Like, I have a obsession with those acrylic. They do it on a lot of wooden boards where it looks like it's like waves washing up, and I just wanted the skinny washi to feel like that. So it's all the different stripes with the sea foam, and it just sort of loops around. Then the middle washi is this abstract sand dollar sea urchin. It's almost like a wallpaper inspired. I wanted it to feel like a wallpaper. And so that's worked out really well. And then the third one, the wide washi, is just this beautiful, gorgeous scene. You can see two parts of it there. One where it's got the house, and the second one where it's got the boat. And then it sort of extends off into this beautiful beach bay. And it is just, yeah, it is just super chilled, super relaxing. And I can't remember if I kept, there was a part of it where it had the dog in it. on the washi, really tiny though. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it. Obsessed. I love all these comments coming through. If you're loving what I'm showing today, give us a thumbs up, because that always helps. And make sure to subscribe, not describe. Oh, you are a washi designing rock star. Thank you. Yeah, this kit is just it. I really wanted it to just be really calming and relaxing. A large washi is everything. And then we go on to the papers, and I did show the papers last week, but let me show you through them again. So these are the standard papers. We've got this really cool chilled beach scene with the seagulls in the background. We've got the coral. I know not everybody's a coral fan, but it's a really nice sort of abstract look. Done. Thank you for the like. I saw that pop up. And the third one of these beautiful like floral rose flowers on a really dark background, which is really soothing in itself. So I love that too. Now the vellum and the acetate, I didn't get to show properly last week. So the vellum and acetate are both wave inspired. Now I know it shows silver because the foil for this kit is silver, but am I pointing the right way? I am. But this is actually going to be white, not silver foil. It will be white printed on the acetate. So I wanted it to feel like, waves coming up on shore. So I hope you all like that. And if you love it, make sure to add the additional paper pack onto your subscription, because that way you get 2 copies of it. The stamps are another thing that I did not show last week because I hadn't finished them completely. So I wanted, to be honest, I was like, oh, what can I do for this one? I'm not sure what exactly. And as I was designing, it came to me, I wanted people to have and I was like, I feel like I've done this before, and I looked through my stamps and I couldn't find it, so I'm really hoping that I hadn't. And even if not, then the new people get a really cool set of stamps. So it's got quite a large window. Now the window you can add the shutters on, so if you have it that way, and then you can rotate it and put it on the opposite side, or you can like stamp it onto cardstock and then have it so you flip it open. Oh my gosh, I have so many ideas for this. The other thing I really was inspired by on this was a lot of bujo makers like to make, and card makers, like they put down the stamp, but they actually do a cutout and they put the vellum or an acetate through there. So like I am loving that. And then there's a whole bunch of little stamps that you can make up the scene. So there's like beach day, and I'm trying to think, keeping it breezy, and then I've got making waves, and the grass, so the seagrass stamp is actually repeatable. So if you butt it up against each other, it will repeat. And then I've got a little sailboat for out on the horizon if you paint the background, a seagull, the little doggy popping his head up, yes. And yeah, there's a lot of functionality in these stamps, as well as being able to really create like your own scene. In love with that window stamp. Can't wait to use it. Yay! I tried to add the extra papers to my subscription, but can't find it for some reason. Michael is in the chat. Michael can hopefully help you out. And I think I sort of touched on it earlier, but Michael will be running a customer service live in the group just before I do this one. So like an hour and a half before in our Facebook group. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask him then, and that way it keeps it out of this one. Also, there's our website. So we've got a dedicated page to the updates, and that's plannersanon.com/help. The puppy dog stamp. We're all loving the puppy. Yes. It reminds me of the beaches on the beautiful Central Coast. Yes. Yes. I mean, my aunt or my great aunt lives on the Central Coast, so I spent a lot of time around Yamina and all that sort of stuff growing up as well. So make sure to add the extra papers. If you can't contact Michael, I believe customer service is up to date. That's what I've been told. I love grass stamps for backgrounds. Absolutely. And I think, I can't remember, it might be, I want to say 2 or 3 inch across, but don't hold me to that, because sometimes when it goes through production, it has to shrink slightly to fit. I need a drink. Oh, now I remember why I used a straw. You're getting a puppy soon. Oh, Laurie, yay. We'll have to meet that on the live. Oh, not on the live, on the YouTube, the YouTube thing. YouTube, not YouTube, Zoom. zooms. Shop may have a window on it. I can't quite remember. To be honest, I went straight to Rejuvenate and to Country Cottage because I thought they were the ones that had it. But either way, if you haven't purchased that kit, you've now got a window. I'm so inspired by this stamp set. I can't wait to use it. Yay! Okay, and now we're going to jump into the pen. So the pen, really serene, really chilled, calming, all that, all that coming through with the silver hardware. And then zoom. Thanks, Bianca. I don't know why I couldn't get that word out. And then we're on to the additional. So these are the additional paper packs. So for those people who are thinking about adding that on, now is the time. So we've got that. So this matches the middle washi. And that middle washi is it's almost like a wallpaper. And what did I say? Sand dollars and sea urchins and things like that in a real abstract sort of look. And then the second paper is this. I just want to walk there. I feel like I can walk through this paper. I'm not the only one, right? I feel like I can just and it's got that sort of brown color behind. And then we've got a light version of the florals. I love my florals. Florals are just so easy to use. And then I don't have a full walkthrough of this, but trust me, it is going to be amazing. I will show that next week on the full walkthrough, and through the week I will put updates in the group. I did actually put an update in the group for all those previews, just for the standard kit and the additional kit. So those are now up on our Facebook group, and I will be doing, I've been working really hard on doing some templating for Instagram. So I am I'm trying to work myself up to getting back on Instagram again. I want that as wallpaper in my bedroom. Well, one of the things that we did fix up a few months ago was our Spoonflower account so that we could do wallpapers and all that sort of stuff. So I think Spoonflower does wallpaper. I know they do fabrics. I think they do wallpapers now too. So yeah, dropping some thunder. But I'm focusing first on getting all the other bits and pieces first, and then they will appear up on there. That paper scene is almost the exact scene where I got married. Oh, that's beautiful. This looks exactly like 1770 Beach up at Agnes Waters. Ooh. And this is the thing I love. People are messaging me saying, this feels like my local. And that's exactly what I wanted it to feel like. I wanted it to be non-specific to a certain area where anybody could just feel like, oh, that feels like a place that I have been. It does actually. It looks like the entry to the beach next to Umina Surf Club. Oh, just kidding. Apparently I did update my sub for the extra papers. Brilliant. Yeah, it does feel like I could walk straight down on that path. Absolutely. And that's exactly how I wanted it to feel. And I totally want to go to the beach too. I just want to chill and go to the beach. It's just so far away. Okay. What have we got up next? So next up, let me just jump back to, let's talk about the, and I think I've put it on my welcome slide. Let's have a chat about the A5 planners. So in the Facebook group, I put a poll, I think it was a month ago or 3 weeks ago now, asking people, did you want to do another B6 planner, which is what you can see behind me. They're my main planners. If they would like another B6 or an A5. Now, I know I am not abandoning B6 by any stretch of the imagination, but I did want to offer an A5 because being an Aussie, I do get a lot of people saying to me, oh, well, do you have something in a paper that we use here? And for people who aren't so far down the planner rabbit hole, because B6 feels very specifically planner central. Does that make sense? So I have been toying with it, and I sort of I'd sort of designed 3/4 of this, I'm losing it, a planner design. for an A5. So I was like, okay, I really want to finish this, but it's a lot of the work in finishing a design off, a proof of concept is in that last part of it. So I was like, do I spend more time on this when I'm really time poor? Let me see what everybody wants. And a lot of people said, yes, I absolutely do want an A5. So my next poll that I've just put up, I think it was yesterday in the group, is this way. It was a big thank you to everybody who had voted in our last poll, and then please let us know which design you want. Now I'm going to walk through in more detail those designs right now, and feel free to ask me questions about the designs, because it's not too late to make some slight changes. And when I say slight changes, a lot of the design I've knuckled down, and I'm going to talk to you about how functionally it works right now. This was taken just before I went. This was the reason why I was a little bit late. I was screenshotting this and putting it on. For some reason, when I went back to the other poll, I did have some technical issues with the other poll, but it doesn't actually show when I go into Facebook. It doesn't actually show me the results. I don't know why, but on my phone it does. It's weird. Anyway, so is the I'll answer some more questions in a minute, but no, it's not. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who has participated in this poll so far. If you have not, I may have voted for Coastal Escape. You can see that there now. Not so subtly hoping that wins. Just gonna boop it up. I wish I could show that live, and there is a way to show it. I just haven't worked that out yet. I didn't want to be flustered by yet another technical issue. I'm like, no, today's going smooth. So, I mean, Into the Wild, Pink Lemonade, Coastal Escape, they're our last three kits. Well, Plum Blossom was too, but we've already done a Plum Blossom, like a Blossom planner. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. So thank you everybody to those who have voted. But let's go into the different options. And this is going to overthrow me because it takes up the full screen. So I do apologize. Let me see if I can do that. I might actually be able to pop me up in a little, hey, there we go. Let me just move me down to the corner. Things that I should have done beforehand. Oops, hold on. Let me just make me small. This one, and I just want it to be like a nice little circle. There we go. So I can move me out of the way. Okay, so the first one that we have is, so this is all three designs. We've got the Into the Wild, Pink Lemonade, and Coastal Escape. I can't help myself, okay? Everybody's saying I want them all. Just change mine back to Coastal Escape, pending if it changes from the coral or not. You're going to be happy. Got your thumb on the scale. I've got no idea what that means, Michael. And also I've just realized that I've got the let me just move this down so I can pull up the comments under the bottom. Sorry, the comments were hidden underneath. It would be great if we could have any, yeah. The problem is our suppliers do have really high minimums, especially because we are going back to our last, so for, you can't see it anymore, but for the Go Wild / Celebration planner, we did use a different supplier for that, mainly because our, I had basically 2 days before shutdowns to get the planner design in, and I just wasn't ready, and they couldn't necessarily guarantee that it was going to get out before Chinese New Year, and especially with the Go Wild being in March this year, it was absolute panic stations. So I was like, so we tried someone new, and they assured us that that quality would be perfect. And look, there was a few small adjustments that I did make, like the back pocket. I did want that to be able to fit a little bit more in, because I found when I put my phone, I like to put my phone in the back pocket. It was a little bit tight. So that was a little bit wider. And I actually think that the pattern made it look on some of them like there was some quality issues with a few of them, a small percentage of them. But some of the way the pattern, because the pattern also does have like a ripple through it, so it does look a little bit odd. Not odd, but just odd if there was a fault in it, not if there's not. Oh my gosh, now I'm just sort of talking in circles. Anyway, moving on. So we are going back to our old supplier. That may mean that they are, I believe, a little bit more expensive, but we will get to that next. Oh my gosh, there's so many things flying through. I already have Pink Lemonade as a background on my devices. I use an A5 journal and I'm very excited about this. Yes, I'm up for an A5 work planner for my cousin. Into the Wild is beautiful, thank you. As a Bujo, my Bujo is A5, so I'm totally pumped for this. A5 is, no, A5 is not 5x7. B6 is 5x7. Or I do B6 as a 5.3x7, just because I like to have a gap for the extra rings, and I still want my 3 columns. I chose Into the Wild, but love Coastal Escape with a different back cover also. I want them all. I want to save Into the Wild for a B6. I feel like that's going to be a lot of people are saying the same thing. Pink Lemonade looks stunning. Are these journals? There will be a journal as part of this release. How do we choose? Go into our Facebook group. There is a poll in there. All 3 are wonderful. I struggled to choose. I only picked Coastal because the beach is my happy place. I have a mountain in Northern Lights, so my vote is beach. Yes. I feel like Pink Lemonade is missing from the melody range, as there is no bright summery one yet. Yeah, yet. I mean, I'm not done yet. So, yeah, these are definitely, these are planner covers, but there will be a coordinating, oh my gosh, it will be a coordinating notebook. I love Into the Wild and Coastal Escape. Okay, hold on. Oh, these are gorgeous. I can't believe you make us choose. I'm so sorry. I would rather you choose than me, though. We should have 2 options for a B6. Well, I did do the which one did you prefer and A5 one previously. So now it's A5's turn. The A5 will not fit into a B6 because it is too small. I wonder if I can bring up the measurements. I can't bring them up on screen, but I can bring them up off. Hold on. Let me open up my design. Actually, hold on. I think I exported it. Give me 2 seconds and I'll be able to look at it. Where did I export it to? Export? I am trying to find it so that I can just show you, not show you, but, oh yeah, hold on. Is this it? Yes. Okay. I do have the measurements in front of me. So if anybody wants to know the measurements, I can give you an update on those. I'll purchase whichever one is created. Oh, thank you. It's a shame you can't do one side Into the Wild. Yeah. To be honest, it's really funny because the colors on this, I actually had to shift them either way because they were very similar, because they do both work. Okay, let me go through in detail. So this is let me just shrink me down. Maybe I can put me in the middle. There we go. Oh, am I over anything? No, I'm over the word year. Okay, so this one, Into the Wild. So we've got that beautiful mountain escape in true melody style. We've got the strap that comes out around the back. We've got that rear back pocket. We've got the PA embossed. It won't be black. Yes, the B6 will fit in the A5, but the A5 will not fit in a B6. Does that? Yeah. But it swims in the classic. Yeah, that's why this was designed. This is like a middle ground between the two. And yes, this is absolutely true. Oh, now I've covered myself up with the comments. I need to put me, there we go. I can go up there. If we buy the first pre-sale melody and so huge success, Sami could have a pre-sale for another one. Yeah. So yeah, this is Into the Wild. We've got that same back pocket. We've got the stretchy elastic so that you can so that way the planner will grow with you. Because as you know, at the start of the year, especially I really wanted to, I had a lot of conversations with Bess and with Carly Ann, because Carly Ann likes to chunk up her cousin, and she uses a lot of A5 notebooks. So I really wanted to get her opinions on how that sort of sits towards the end of the year. And she was actually quite excited about having the strap and having it being able to really get chunky. So that, a big shout out to those girls, and also Jamie, and I feel like I'm missing someone, Lisa, who also helped because she's been using an A5 planner. So a big shout out to those girls who really helped give feedback into the design process on these. And then we're going to go into the inside. So I'm going to have a chat to you about the inside, because there is something new that I've put into this. And I was very nervous about this at first. And it's something I wanted in the original melody. So I still need to confirm with my supplies that this is possible. It should be possible. I can't see why not. This is why they hate me. But basically, so you've got the melody spine. It is different to the previous melody spines because it does fit both the A5 rings and the personal rings. Now, obviously, if you put the personal rings in with B6 inserts, it is going to be smaller. You are going to have space around, but to be honest, if you are using these sorts of clips, it then means you can put them on the bottom as well as the top. You could use like these guys at the top, these guys at the bottom, and they're not going to hang out the top of your planner. So they're actually going to give you some really good protection. The other thing, sorry, there's a lot of stuff coming through. I am going to go through. Just let me talk through this first, and then I will answer some of the questions while I've got these up. So the what I have done though is I've created this menu bar, which is this elastic. So it's the same elastic as the the pen holder, but it stretches all the way across on those two side pockets. Now my thoughts is that you could use that to either clip your, a lot of people are saying, I don't know where to put all these, but you could use these, clip on some notes. You could also put a notepad. There will be a range of notepads, whichever design wins, so that one will fit up on and hang over that elastic. You can also put your top game onto the elastic. You can clip a whole bunch of stuff in. And if you've got like a notepad on the bottom pocket, which I love to do, you can then, because that sort of chunks out the front, you could always use your pins through the top elastic. And because it's elastic, it just sort of, you just got to massage it back so that it, all sits a little bit better. If you decide to take it out. So I wanted this menu bar, and then on the back side, there's the menu bar as well, but you'll notice that there's a stitch in there. And that's so that you can put, I have designed a tall, skinny, so it's the width of a box, list pad, and that will go either there or on the opposite side. So that sort of uses up the extra side if you're in a smaller size or when you've got the planner open. I hope that makes sense. I've gone with straight pockets this time as well, just so it's easier to hang the notepads off anywhere that you want. There is the two inner back pockets. And then of course we've got the strings so that you can either do, because I know A5 booklets are a thing. Also, if you go to a meeting, you can, like I would fold up my papers into an A5 and you can easily put that on a string. Or you can use the envelopes that we have and put them on the string too. Okay, let me just check out before, actually, let me just jump onto the next two designs because it's the same text, but the designs show slightly different. And then I'll jump through all your questions. So this one is the pink lemonade design, and you're right, it's fun, it's summery, it's just like chill, right? Well, it's not chill, sorry, it's like bubbly, and it's the idea of this design was that you are literally floating in pink lemonade. And it's got the yellow spine, which is very similar. So the yellow there's two different yellows. We can get the one that we use on sunflowers, or we can get like a really bright light yellow. So I think if I did that, I would go towards that. And then on the inside, it's got that pink bar and then the pink pockets and the yellow back, and then it's got the green inside pockets. Unfortunately, this one hasn't received a lot of love, but I think it's not because people don't like it, because they do, but it's a really hard choice between all three. And while we're talking about all three, here's my personal favorite. So the Coastal Escape version, which has it's this sandy color with the really nice light blues. And I didn't mention earlier, but it's got they all do have the top elastic, so that way that you can put your charms on that too. And then inside is the same idea. It's got the top elastic and the bottom pockets, and all the design is the same. One of the things I like to do is, if I'm going to leave it, I think, hold on, let me just hide this and hide little me. Where is little me? Is that I have my planner up like this a lot. So one of the things that I do is I mean, at the moment I haven't done it, but I flip because it's on elastic, I sort of flip the strap, and that way it tucks into the back pocket. Okay, let me have a look at all these messages that have come through, because there's been a fair few. Woo. Okay. I'll purchase whichever one's created, I think. I think this is where I was sort of up to. Will there be rings with these? Yes, they do fit the rings. And also, yes, I did want to say that I did update let me just bring back the coastal one, based on feedback in the group who said we would rather have the front and the back being exactly the same. So, and yes, that is, Marcy, that is what the front covers will look like. So I wanted to give sort of an idea of what they would look like as best as I could. Okay, I've actually brought that up. I was too excited. I typed, I figured that one out. I mean, you don't have to order A5 inserts, but you can if you want to, and that's why I wanted to do both sizes in there. Again, the B6 will look a bit small within it, but it will work. I've already showed that one. I love Into the Wild. Yes, that's correct. You don't have to, but yeah, that's what I was just saying. Okay. I think we have a mountain one already. Yep. Yes, it isn't like this, but it has different colors, but we don't have a beach one and a colorful one. One we have is the one for travel. That's true. That is a very good point. Oh, potentially unpopular opinion. I miss having a bit of printed art on the pockets. I was a bit nervous that people didn't like that, because once it's open, I know that can potentially clash with what people are looking at on the page. Additionally, when I was sort of thinking of stuff that I could, like notepads and things like that, it would cover the design anyway. So I didn't want people to feel like they couldn't utilize the pockets, because I know that that's how I felt when I was using one that had a design on there already. Would the A5 fit my iPad? I don't want to say yes to that, only because there's a lot of different sizes of iPads, and also I would hate for it to go into the back pocket and then get scratched. Will the B6 ring inserts fit? Will B6 ring inserts fit the A5 rings? No, because they have different holes. So the holes for B6s are generally the personal holes, whereas the A5s are an A5 hole. Although I know sometimes if you order off, is it AliExpress, personal is a little bit of an odd size. A regular happy planner will not fit into a A regular Happy Planner will not fit into a regular A5 color. Correct. A classic HP fits into a classic Melody. That is absolutely correct, Heather. An A5 fits my iPad mini, but not the Pro. But the classic does fit the iPad Pro. Up to an 11. Okay, we're getting... There you go. Okay, so Nina's got her answer. I miss getting the envelopes as a bonus item. I need to check out pricing on those because I think that was one of the things that went up a lot in price as we've dropped our subscriber numbers. There's been a few things that our numbers have really limited us to being able to get again, as well as shipping, and just the cost of everything has gone up just in general, as we all know. So I think the envelopes got hurt as part of that. Great idea. My only concern is elastic becomes droopy over time. It won't look nice after a while. I honestly, like, if I think about the amount of work that the back elastic, and this is why I've gone a thicker elastic as opposed to thinner elastic. If I think of the amount of hell that I have given the back strap on the Melody, I think it would have to go through a lot of use before that becomes too saggy. Now, that being said, I mean, I obviously haven't tested this to the point where I would literally have to sit there and have one of those like IKEA machines constantly pulling it to see how long it would take to do that. And everybody's usage is different. So it's not really something that I can say, yes, that's going to be an issue, or no, or, you know, whatnot. After 10 years, everything's going to lose its elastic. But yeah, the pink lemonade colors are beautiful. Yes. Pink lemonade for a summer Melody. No matter which ones wins, I'll be buying the biggest bundle. Thank you, Bianca. The coastal one can also be a travel planner, and I think it's more versatile than the pink lemonade one. Yeah, I saw in the group somebody mentioned about it being a meditation self-care planner. I'm totally up for that. I think the colors of Coastal Escape are relaxing. I don't think that there are any melodies with a scene on the cover. I know my old planners did, but I don't think there's been a melody. I've never had one of these covers, but we'll have to have it if Coastal wins. Oh, Michelle, there's a lot of love for Coastal in here. Will there be an A5 notebook to use? Yes, there will. Yes, I just haven't finished designing those yet. I'm trying to, because I want to use different artwork on the notebook versus the cover. I like the art on the inside. Tracy has said, I like the art on the inside, but do prefer the neutral interior. I don't know why this isn't popping up. Because Tracy has said, I like the art on the inside, but do prefer the neutral interior because of the versatility. Oh, good. Yeah, I was commenting on that before. Neutral inside, like the Rainbow Melody, would be the best. Yeah, I have had a chat to Michael about that, but the Rainbow Melody didn't really do too well. So I've sort of gone a bit more neutral with the insides while still keeping the color blocked look. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just trying to see what somebody's mentioned a question, but yeah. Northern Lights has the scene. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and that was a melody. There you go. Northern Lights was a scene. Yes, correct. Okay, so I don't even know. Let me see if I can see on my phone where it's at now, because I would love to see where it's at. Oop, that's not Facebook. Let me have a look. Okay, here it is. Oh, it's neck and neck. It is so close. So we're at 40% for Coastal and 42% for Into the Wild. Oh, it's going to be really hard. Either way, it's going to be really hard. Okay. Let me just jump over now because I realize this has been a really long live. And I want to show off the Plum Blossom, which I have here now. So let me just swap over to Plum Blossom. Plum Blossom is another just, oh, such a wonderful kit. It was so fun to create. If you don't want to see what the bonus item is, I'd probably look away for a couple of seconds just while I unbox that. And then I'll tell you when. Actually, can I say when? I'm like, how can I show it off and talk about it? Because I sort of need to explain it. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the bonus item because it's in the pack. But let me just swap over. Okay, move all my stuff out of the way. Oop, move that back. Okay, so I need to grab a planner. Won't be a second. Oh. Okay. So, because I need to show you how the bonus. We shared the bonus item already. Oh, okay, cool. So I might come back and just answer a few more questions about the pre-order and things like that once I've finished showing this. So, because that was a really big jump. This is the bonus item. And I just realised I need to get my blade. Okay, so and I need paper. Oh, I'm so unorganised. Just so you know, the circle around isn't... Oh, focus? Focus? Camera? Did I turn the focus off? You can... Oh, there you go. The circle around it is because I sent through the label, which is what gets used on the... Why is that not focusing? There we go. Let me bring me up as well. Hold on. Oh no, that's not going to work because I actually have to change it on. Maybe I can do this. Hold on. No. Okay, so there's no me for this one. That's okay. That's okay. We don't need me. I'm late, but I made it. Hi, Tara. So I'm just opening up the Blossom. Let me just go get some paper so I can show. So I can unroll the washi. And I think I just need to make this a little bit brighter. Okie dokie. I'll move that out of the way. Okay, so we have the washi too, and let's open up this one. This one got a... Yeah, this kit is just absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I'm just going to put this away so that I don't end up causing myself a bit of problems live on camera. This is just so pretty. Look. Hold on. If I put it down here. Oh, you can see the repeat on that one. I didn't do such a good job on fixing that repeat. And this one's got a whole bunch of beautiful text on it. I'll bring it up to the camera in a second so that you can see. And then, well, that was interesting. Did I open that wrong? Where's the... Hey, Michael, I need a customer service help. I got the wrong washing. Or did I put this one out of the way? Did you guys see that fall out? Was that packed incorrectly? Or did I pack that off camera? I can't remember what I did. Okay, this is the white washi. Michael, I need some customer service. Okay, this is the wide washi. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Where's the end? There it is. And yeah, this is just like all the pictures and photos and all that. So let me just bring this up to the camera. Hi. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, did you find it?
Did I find what?
The white one.
I did. I've got one, but did I open? I can't even remember. Did I open it with 2 of the same in there?
No.
No.
That's all right.
Anyway.
You get 5.
Yeah, that's right. I was just worried about other ones. So it's got this really gorgeous, like, gold foiling over the top. The text is really small, but it says, rediscover the magic within. Let nature be your guide. Listen to the secrets of your inner voice. Spread your wings and fly. Take care of yourself. You're worth it. So they're really tiny just because the amount of space that I have to write on are really small when it comes to the 5mm washi. Okay, so then we have, let me open up this because this is it's got the welcome card from Hannah. And I packed in as many as I could in here. So let's see what's doing. Now these are all adhesive die cuts. I might actually be able to put them on here too, just to show them off. So we've got, and there's going to be more than I can actually put on here. Oh, I forgot about these. Okay, hold on. I'll do those after. That's actually going to sit really nice on a pocket. The fountain, butterflies, the ink pot. Oh my gosh, they look amazing. More butterflies. Wow, there is a lot in here, everyone. Teapot. Oh my goodness. Lots and lots of florals. I'm going to do these in some groups, okay? Just because there's a lot. Let me show these so far. So there's a whole bunch. And for some reason, my camera is looking more purple. It's actually, there's a lot of pinks in this as well. And it's not focusing. I don't know why it's not focusing today. There we go. So that's a whole bunch of it. And of the die cuts. Let me just move those off and I'll put on some more because there is a lot. And then we got some more beautiful butterflies and some florals. And oh, the typewriter. I loved the typewriter. Another stamp, some books. And then, okay, so let me show you these and then I'll show you the next lot. Look at how pretty they are. They just look stunning. Is that going to focus? Come on, come on. You can do it. Ta-da! Look at how pretty that looks. I'm loving that. Okay, and then we've got the border, and then we've got a few little like photos, Polaroids. Polaroid is trademark, so we have some photos. And then so that's, yeah, you can use this as like a today bookmark or whatnot. That's the idea anyway. And yeah, these are all adhesive die cuts. Now they are really difficult to get the back off, which is good because you don't want them just falling off, but they are adhesive behind there. And then the last one, which I wanted to show, is these. So these you can actually fold over. There we go. And they become little bookmarks, little page marks. So I know that some people have peeled off the back and put magnets behind, or they've left the back on and put like a strip there and a strip there. Keep in mind that because it is thick cardboard, it does get some like cracking in the middle, but you can sort of just like trim it down and make it look really beautiful if you use it as little dividers. And then, whoops, and then we've got the really pretty art card. There we go. Look at those little butterflies, and it says spread your wings and fly. Oh, I need the typewriter. Yeah. Need the typewriter. Yeah, so that's all that. There's so many die cuts on there. And the washi, it's all just, it's turned out so well. Okay, and the tea and the drinks. Okay, now next up we have, is the website not letting any second? I'm gonna have to try and solve this problem with the website. Sorry, Nina. I'll have to look at the coding on the website. So let's jump over to the stamps. So the stamps are, oh, there we go. That's because they're out of stock. Michael's going to look into that, and then if it's a coding issue, I'll have a look at the website and see if I can work out what's going on there. So the stamps, the stamp is super versatile, so you can have either the cup on its own. This butterfly in the middle is a separate stamp. These ears and not ears, they're actually handles for the mug, and I left them off so that way you could put it on the left or the right, or you could stack the mugs up and then put the handles on as well. There's also a little like a tea tag and the tea bag, which will also sit on the saucer. There's the saucer, and the saucer has the back of the saucer cut out so you can put the mug on it. And then there's a whole bunch of like little quotes, some tiny little butterflies, and some beautiful florals too. I'm actually really so excited for this. Oh, and one of my favorite little ones that I made, which is this little piece in a pot. And it's got, and you can do a moment, a serenity moment, a brewing bliss moment, and yeah, there's so many different ways to use this. You've excelled on this stamp set. Yes, I have to tell you, the stamp set is one of the harder things that I design every month. And I have thought about saying goodbye to the stamp set purely because it involves so much brain power to get it done, but I feel like I would be in trouble if I did that. The stickers are super cute. So we've got that round circle, and the cut is actually within the circle for that one. We've got Hannah, our gorgeous girl. This is looking really purple. It's more pink. I don't know why it's looking so purple. Hopefully it's not purple on your screens, and maybe it's just mine. And we've got that. So I've done this again for coastal because I actually really like this as a bottom border. Pardon me. We've got the books, the teas, the fountain, the ink pot with the flowers, the little frames, yeah, and the little like petal pie. And then on the second page, you've got the open folding planner, the books along the bottom, and you know, all the basics that you need for the month. And I think, was this the new one that I made the change on? So you've got Saturday, Sunday, weekend for those people who have weekend in one column. And then there's a blank one. Hold on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, and then there's a blank one. So it's a little bit more aligned, a bit easier when it's being cut, and also for the weekend stamp. So they're the stickers. And the paper, I might do the standard papers now. Is that the standard? Standard papers. Okay. Michael, this is a question for you. Are the spares of Plum Blossom and the sticker book available to buy? I don't think they're available yet because they're just shipping now to our subscribers, because I believe I missed an approval on these. I can't quite remember. The last few months have been a little bit of a blur due to personal issues going on. But they're, yeah, so I do apologize for those delays. Okay, so the standard papers is, we've got this really nice sort of like brownie tea sort of color, and this paper is like a tea tasting with all the floral bits that go into the tea and the tea leaves, and yeah, so this was meant to feel like a tea tasting paper. And then we have, oh my gosh, she's turned out so good. I haven't opened these, by the way. I was really nervous about this purple, but I actually really love how this has turned out. Wow. Oh man, that is just, it actually works any way that you want to. So for those people who are always asking if we could have a portrait papers, yeah, this definitely works in a variety of different ways, because I can't even tell which way to put it up. And then and it's the same with this one. This was designed so it sort of works almost any way as well. And then that's got the beautiful light pink on the background. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. And then I created like this little, it is meant to be a half. So let me just put it on it's a half design. That is on purpose. So no, it didn't stop halfway. Even my supplier said, are you sure that you want that to happen? And I said, yes, because once you layer it on top of the seams, I wanted it to feel like there was like a million butterflies in the air. So that was the reason for that. That's then the acetate. No, that's the vellum, which then is just such a beautiful cut down. Like, it's just so soft and elegant, which is exactly the feel that I wanted for this. Okay, so the next one that I want to show the bonus, and I didn't show it at the start because Michael said that we had talked about it before, so I was like, oh well, if I've talked about it, that's fine then. So the bonus is, it's a little bit of an odd one. I'm trying something different here, but we've got the what happened to that? That one's a bit odd. So the bonus is so it's a 3-pack, and you've got a pocket, and at the top of the pocket it says spread your wings and fly, and then it's a washi card and like a little bookmark. Now the idea behind these, and the reason why I grabbed the planner at the start, is that once you put this on, or you can trim it down, I would say to trim it down if you want it to be able to reuse it in a different way, but that sits just above, so because there's that little bit of extra there. Actually, hold on, let me grab scissors and I can show you. It's crafts time. There we go. I didn't think that I would have time to do some crafting, but I really want to show you how cool this is. I mean, the other way to do it would be to have a really nice paper behind, and you can follow the scallop along the top and cut that bit out. But the idea was that will sit in there in your melody pockets, and then I can't remember, I think this was to sit there, and then this one can sit either here. So this can also be like a little washi holder, or it can just be a little decoraty bit. So yeah, I really wanted to try something to decorate the diagonal pockets. If you're not a gold fan, that's fine, because these also flip to be silver. And you can always have them like in the different pockets, but just sort of sitting up a little bit further. So yeah, there's a whole variety of ways that these can be used. Like that also sits up like that. This bonus item is my favorite ever. Yay! Yes, so this is an adhesive pocket, but I also, so you can use it in, a lot of people use them in the book planners or on the back of dividers, and you can definitely do that, because now that I've cut it and made it hard to peel, there is actually that. But I was just showing, like, if you wanted to, you could do it in there. And I've designed it so that once you do that, let me just put all these back in. Once you do that, and they are a little bit like rusticy looking, so they do have like the foil is not perfect on them. That's sort of part of the charm. The idea is that you can see the spread your wings and fly over the top of it. Adhesive pockets are super functional on dividers too. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that was the idea behind that bonus item. Now let me just jump into the additional papers, and then I have to find where I've put the sticker book. It's all a mess here, people. There's stuff everywhere. Oh, the pen is that gorgeous, like it's really chill, it's like I wanted it to feel very almost like archival. You've got that museum-ish sort of look, but then you've got the beautiful gems from the butterflies as well. Going through a lot today. Okay, so these are the additional paper pack, I believe. And this one's got that sort of more pinker, the darker pink color, and it's got that beautiful patterned paper. I get a lot of inspiration from wallpapers. So yeah, that's where a lot of the inspo comes from. I just need to try and get to this. Is that going to pop up? Yay, there we go. Yeah, so that's the first one. And you can see they're sort of flying over, and I've gone and put the shadows under them to make them fly. And yeah, I really enjoy making these sorts of patterns. They do take a lot of time, but there's a lot of enjoyment in them. This is the archival look that I was sort of going for, and this definitely matches that sort of set there. And there's a little sort of quotes. There's a like a journal entry that I did, to take care of myself and to love myself fully. And as I write these words in my journal, I know that this is just the beginning of my journey, and I'm excited to see where it will take me. As I watch the butterflies fluttering about, I realize that my journey is not just about the destination, but about the journey itself. I've learned to let go of perfection and to embrace the beauty of my imperfections. The cherry blossoms and butterflies serve as a gentle reminder to slow down and remember the present and enjoy the present moment, to take care of myself and to love myself fully. So that's a little journal prompt that I wrote. And yeah, that's the purple. So it's like a really dark plum purple. And then there's that beautiful scene that's on the vellum. I keep saying that the wrong way. And it's got that yellow, that golden sort of sun popping through. It's a very muted archival, like paperish, almost like a Hobonichi yellow coming through. And then there's a second copy of the vellum and the acetate. Now let me just find the sticker book. It's here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Woo! Sticker book. Is this going to focus? Whoop. Let's do the trick. There we go. Okay, so the sticker book, we've got the A Moment to Remember at the bottom, and there's, you can see sort of the gold foil coming through on that. I love your journal prompt. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, that was something that it was, you know, a little personal. I really wanted to share it. We've then got the books, the cups, the typewriter, and a whole bunch of the little Polaroids to use, or the photos. And then this page is on clear, so we've got the corners that can be used. We've got this gorgeous tree and a whole bunch of the little florals. We then have the minis, a whole bunch of minis. And then we have the weekly view, which is that beautiful scene with the gold foil and it sort of extends out. And then we have the Polaroid, so they match some of the papers. I may need a third copy of this book. Yeah, so there's, and we've got the matching Monday to Fridays at the top. And then this one actually has the full journal prompt down the side, and it's divided into chunks so that you can use it where the bits that you need where you need it most. And then we have this one, which is the tea tasting, and I've left spaces for you to either put in your own quotes or write what you're up to that week with the colors down the side. And then we have that the sort of center divider with this, and this one's actually, it's all cut together, but it's all fussy cut, so it looks really cool. And then we've got the colors down the side, and they're nice and vibrant as well. And then we've got the different washies and another one of the folding planners from the standard kit, and the boxes and the to-do list bits and pieces as well. And then the gold foil on the back. So that is, oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so good. That is the Plum Blossom kit. Whew. It is, yeah, I may need a third copy of this book. Well, see, here's the thing. So Plum Blossom does actually match in with our other Blossom inspired. We've done a fair few of them over the years, which is why we're looking at the other kits at the moment, although this is just absolutely beautiful. Michael said that he will have Plum Blossom loaded. Oh, I'm trying to bring up the comment. There we go. Have Plum Blossom loaded later this week once the subs have all been sent. Yeah, so we want to make sure that anybody who subscribes to us, they get first batch of it all. But yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, and I just couldn't wait to share it with you all. That is pretty. Oh, hold on, I have show and tell. It works with Sakura. That's right. It works with the Sakura kit. Okay, let me jump over to show and tell. So show and tell. Michael has put show and tell together. So he put that together during. A little bit of it during the live that he ran in the group this morning. It was his, just in case nobody turns up into the group and wants to, have ask any questions, he had that waiting. And I said, I didn't think that you'd get much of it done because I thought there'd be a fair few people in there to ask questions, which is great. Thank you for keeping him company. Sorry, Bianca. And yeah, I think, have you ever, sorry, I'm just reading a comment. Have you ever thought about doing a full page of, I'm guessing that's meant to say working minis, like the one on the PC laptop. I use them only to get to a month and 4 to 5 days. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I want to do with the minis. Oh, and I've been desperately trying. Every time I seem to catch up, something seems to happen that puts me behind. And I almost hate saying I'm caught up now because I feel like it's a truth dare, double dare, physical challenge. I feel like every time I say I'm caught up, that the universe sees that as a physical challenge to throw something new at me. So I'm not going to say that today, but it is on my list. Would you ever consider adding the words and numbers at the end to the sticker book into the digital kits? Yes. That's something that I have as well on something that's coming. So it's all about, at the moment, getting the kits back up to date, which they are now. So with Coastal Serenade, I did write a post or reply to something in the Facebook group. I can't quite remember it now, but I did say that we are back up to date with the Coastal Escape. We are up to date with that kit. That means that we're up to the schedule that is on the website and not back to the old schedule, basically because like many other businesses over the last year, we don't have as much money to outlay. So previously with the way that we were charging and then shipping, we were taking on all the costs and then basically being reimbursed when the subscription payments came through. That's not something that we can do any longer at the moment. So we've had to move that timeline out a little bit further. But the good news is that as we catch up with all the things, then that's becoming a little bit easier. Okay. Okay. Escape. Now, let me go through show and tell because I really want to show this off and then I can go to last questions. Where is the show and tell? Here it is. Okay, so show and tell. Yes, this is absolutely accurate. We love seeing how you use setup in your planner and other crafts as well. Use the hashtag PS show and tell when you share your creations for your chance to be featured. And this one is, and I just realized that the screen is right under my light, so it is a little bit difficult to see. Passover weekly spread by Netta using the cute little bunnies. I love it. I love using the bunnies, and I love that you've really done such an amazing job with not being traditionally boxed, even though you still are using the boxes. Next up is Bunny Lane Easter Week by I'm going to get so many Easter weeks and bunnies, aren't I? This is so cute. I love the use of the washi. Again, another way to use our kits that have a lot of box-based stickers, but you're not being box-based. And I really do love that so many people are doing this because it just shows how versatile our kits really are and how amazing you all are at being creative with them. Hoppy Easter spread by Judy. Oh, I love it. I love. That is amazing. And it's a horizontal 2 weeks to a page, 2 weeks to a spread. I'm trying to think of what the layout is. I think it might be horizontal. Yeah, beautiful layout. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love the matching blue rings as well. Next one's by Tamika, who has done a weekly spread using Girls Trip. And I love, okay, so even though I designed the sidebar to the left, I love that it's on the right here because it actually works really well with that design. Planning session, new view. Oh, so it's the digital kit as well as the actual physical kit, which looks amazing. Thank you so much, Tamika. Oh my gosh, Carly-Ann, what are you doing in a disc-based planner? This is stunning. This is just, can you do my plans for me. Carly Ann. Carly Ann is actually waging a little bit of not waging a war, but she wants to bring back the small little weekly, so the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday things I did on the gold foil, because she used to use them quite a lot. So I am trying to fit them back into that page because of Carly Ann. The next one is from Lisa. Lisa's used rainy days, and I actually really like how you've done the dates coming down across the side, and you've got just, little pieces of deco all the way along there. It looks really beautiful. And then Angie has done a gorgeous, talking about old cherry blossom based kits. This is Blossom. I think this was our first cherry blossom based kit, and it's got the beautiful, you've done a lot of work. You've torn out all the birds and just made it look amazing. Thank you so much, Angie. By the way, Michael did say this is a long show and tell today. Leslie has done a gorgeous, it's written there, pretty posy kit using all the bees and the honeycomb, and it's just absolutely stunning. I also love how you've used the little jar with the florals in it to sort of give it a little bit more deco when there was a whole bunch of space there. It really balances out the page. Mary has used, this is awesome. So the little, what did I call it? I had a name for it. It's like the alphabet / Aussie dictionary that I did for Australiana. I love that you've cut those down and used them on the monthly spread. I think that's a fantastic way to use them. Super creative. Candy has done a weekly layout using Pretty Posy as well, and I love it. I just love the simplicity. And thank you so much for sharing. And we have Sherelle, who's done a huge to-do list. I hope it's not too big. And you get a little break because there's a lot in there to do. And I love that you've got the dashboard on the side using the acetate. Next up is by Mary again. So Mary's used the cute little doggo, and you've got the tracker on there on the side, which looks fantastic. And I do love that you've used the paper tear, as it feels like it's a bit of a pocket. I hope that it is, because that's a really good way to use it. And for all those people who are a little bit nervous about sharing once you've written in it, people like Mary have blurred out the writing, so that way you can keep all your bits and pieces private. And I think that's a really good way to show what it will look like when you've actually functionally written in your planner. Ooh, and Wiser has created a gorgeous birthday card using Showtime. We don't see Showtime pop up much, so I love this. This is beautiful. I hope the recipient loved the card. Katie Baker has used Showtime too, and she's mixed in some, I've been watching this in the group, been putting kits together, and I love that you've got the little, the toucan and the flamingo. That's amazing, just showing how creative you can be with the creative kits. Judy has done a gorgeous weekly, this feels like a monthly layout. This is a monthly layout. Nothing in nature blooms all year. Oh, that is so true. Well, yeah, that's pretty true. I love this layout. I love those the watercolor splashes. I miss doing those. I feel like I need to bring them back. Kit mashups. Yes, that's what they are, Nadella. Kit mashups. Leah Smith has done a amazing layout, and it's got some grids over to the right. With her. That's a food tracker. And then we've got the weekly, the second half of the weekly layout on the left. Diana has done a stunning, and I want to say, is it a cousin? I can't quite remember when it comes to all these different sizes. I need to learn them a little bit better. But I love this layout as well with Rejuvenate. There is so much in here today. There is so many amazing things. We've got Love Bug from Maya, who has just, be my love bug. It's so beautiful. You've just, really utilized a whole bunch of art from the kit to sort of take away from the straight up and down layout, box layout, and really, you know, made that your own. Carly Ann has done another disc layout, another Happy Planner-ish layout, using the Celebrate kit. Yeah, there's so many bunnies. I just love all the ideas. I love how colourful this is. So the Celebrate kit is a really great kit. And it's actually in one of the sticker books, the special edition sticker books as well. So I think we may have some kits of Celebrate left, but we've also got the special sticker books as well. And then we have Hel. How many are there today? There's a lot. A layout by Hel McGee, who's got the left full image of the little solo tree in the lavender fields, and the tracker on the right with a whole bunch of the deco. And it looks like it's mixed. So it looks like it's rejuvenate, but also time to unwind, because I think the girl is time to unwind. I love that. Yeah, I designed them so that they would match perfectly. Carly Ann has done a gorgeous, I want to say Serenity. I was looking for some by the river then, but it's definitely all Serenity by the looks of it, which is stunning. Yeah, I love it. Beautiful. Oops. And then we've got Tamika's done another layout using it's using the mini sticker book. Yes, I've been waiting to see how this comes through. I love it. I love the little journaling piece down by the side, and that you've cut that down to fit, which is perfect, which is why I left that really uncut so that people could really, you know, just cut it out how they saw fit. That looks amazing. And the next up is by Katie. Katie's done a gorgeous, pretty posy. Oh, it's using the stamps and coloured all the stamps in. Grow Your Tomorrow. Love the little things, and some of the old quote cards as well. That is beautiful. Oh, and this was another kit mashup with Rainy Days and a Halloween mashup by Katie. And Katie's started something now. Katie's made some amazing mashups along with a few other people in our Facebook group. So if you haven't checked it out, do that already. I love the little ghosty. Does he not know not to use an umbrella in the storm though? Next up is by Leslie, our blackout queen, and has done a daily journal using both blackout and just normal white planner pages. And yeah, it looks stunning. Well done. And that's using Pretty Posy. Oh, and that's it. That's the show and tell. So if you want to be featured, share your stuff in our group on Instagram with the hashtag PA show and tell. And yeah, we'll check that out. Michael's been putting these together to help me out. And yeah, hopefully you love them. Now, let me know. I'm going to jump over into Q&A. Let me know. Let me just take the brightness down because I had it up for the other screen bits and pieces. Let me know if you have any last minute questions before I head off. If you have any questions about the A5 stuff that I was sharing earlier. And I would love to take your questions on that. And let me, while I'm waiting for because there is a delay, let me see. Oh, the other thing I did want to say as well, if I think it came up at the very start, was that we do have a sale on at the moment. Oh, there I am. To 50% off on our website. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, do that now. There is some huge discounts. So yeah, check that out. I hope it's still running. I have a really bad habit of saying that a sale is still running when it's actually not. And at the top of my thing, I've got Nadilla saying, escape. Okay, question. If I order subs today, will I get Plum Blossom? No, the kit that's up for sale right now in our for subscriptions is Coastal Escape. Coastal Escape, and I'm sorry to everybody now that you're going to have that stuck in your head. Yeah, so if you order today, that will be Coastal Escape, but probably later on in the week or next week, Plum Blossom will be available to order, but as it's not during the subscription period, it is at a higher price. There we go. The sale is on until the 19th, so make sure you don't miss out. yeah, buy all the things because we want to buy a whole bunch of new things. As for the new stuff, I don't know if, because Michael and I haven't, I think, discussed an exact date for the pre-orders of the like the new melody. I am going to have to close off that soon because I do need to design all the other bits and pieces for that. I missed Plum Blossom subscription. Will it be available after the subscriptions mail out? Yes. Please do keep in mind though that we have had to drastically reduce the amount of stock that we order on everything. Once it sells out, it is sold out. And we generally don't give any notice if things are going to sell out just because it's really hard for us to keep tabs on that much. We've got so much stock. And also because the old warehouse was kind of crap at letting us know what we had in stock and whatnot. And with the new, we kind of don't want to say there's 2 or 3 left when there really isn't. Do I know when the pink lemonade digitals will be available? I've already started uploading them. I think the 2 went up a couple of nights ago. I am working on the rest of them, including like the community printable and all that sort of stuff. So they are on their way soon. I can't remember what date I had on the plannersandon.com/help website because that has a list of all the dates. Now, please, for the last month, because I was unable to update that and because I had to take some unscheduled time out of the business just for some grieving, things are running a little bit later than I would have hoped by now, but I am very quickly catching up on all of that now. You've renamed this kit Escape. Well, Michael renamed the other ones Huggy. Yes, I have. One more. But yeah, we were, I love this, little besties helping each other out with when things are going to be available. I love this community. This is why I love this community. This community is just awesome. I feel so, this community is incredible. Yeah. So I think that's all the questions because I think that Michael answered a whole bunch of them earlier, with in his live, which is fantastic because I had so much to share today and I was really worried about being able to get through them all. So yeah, that's fantastic. I can't wait to have a play with these. I need to set aside. So once I've caught up on all my bits and pieces, the next thing is doing stamping videos because I cannot wait to show you those and also like filming proper walkthroughs to put up so that other people can see what we do. I am a bestie. I'm a beastie. I think that's bestie. I think it's just absolutely beautiful the relationships that are built in this community. I wasn't able to make the PA fans Zoom this, I think it was this week or last week, as I was spending the time literally catching up and making sure that today ran a little bit smoother than what it has in the past. So hopefully today ran pretty smoothly. I feel like it did. I feel like it ran better. I feel the same. Great community. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's one of the amazing things, not just about our little group, but the planner world in general, is that there's some really wonderful, amazing people out there who just want to see each other succeed. So I'm very thankful to be part of it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat station. I'm Batman. We've been watching the Batman Lego movie. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you all. Please jump into the group. I might do another 24 hours on the voting for Coastal Escape / Into the Wild / Pink Lemonade. But my thoughts are we might do another thing later on closer to winter, maybe for the winter. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I'll be taking a bit of a look, seeing what the comments are. Thank you. I think you will notice that I did change the cover because there were a fair few people saying I do like it, but I do want the same on the front and back. So that was changed. Yeah, so thank you all so much. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of self-care, trying to take some breaks. And yeah, knowing that, the customer service stuff has been answered prior has really just made it easier for me to get into a flow and be super excited and not be worried about questions popping up that I wasn't not aware for. So a big thank you to Michael for doing that prior. Yeah, so anyway, take care. Have a wonderful, fantastic week. Big hug to your loved ones, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.